Today is one of those special days that a new automotive brand enters our country, and that brand is VinFast, the Vietnamese automaker. This is the VF6 and then there is the VF7. Both of them have been launched in our country. I'm Anand Bhaskar, your host, and I'm going to take you through both of these cars and tell you about them, their features, their prices, their tech, and keep watching for this. So this is the VF6. It is priced starting at rupees 16.5 lakhs. Incredible pricing, I must say. But let's look at how this car looks. Now, of course, this has got a very unique insignia. This has been created by the V logo and has been designed in part by Pininfarina, the Italian design firm. So you've got this entire LED DRL element that makes the shape of the V VinFast. It's got LED DRLs, LED headlamps, as well as LED indicators. Now, this is mostly a clean design with an air dam at the lower end. That's also a radar right there because this car gets ADAS. Now, this is mostly a very smooth flowing, more of a crossover-ish SUV, less butch than what we see in our market nowadays. Let's move over to the side to see how it looks from there. Now, the VF6 has a pretty smooth look. It gets 18-inch alloys which look very sporty. You can see the large discs inside. It gets the charging port right there. Comes with CCS2 port. Now the roof line and the belt line is pretty smooth, gives this car a bit of butchness, but mostly it's again a bit crossover-ish. Now the important part here is that it also gets the silver colored roof rails, but these are non-functional because this car gets a full length panoramic glass roof, which is very cool. The crossover theme of the VF6 is really apparent at the rear as the sloping roof line comes down smoothly to this roof spoiler. The windshield again is not very big. It's also a layered design, and again the V theme continues as the rear lighting element is again in the V shape with the VinFast logo right there in the middle. Now down below you have the LED stop lamps and the VF6 logo, while this lower part of course is a black chunky bumper, and overall the VF6 carries over the crossover design theme almost perfectly, and it is every bit that sporty and very different to a lot of other models in the segment. The interiors of the VF6 are definitely unique because most importantly you do not get an IP. This is one of those rare cars where you do not get an IP. All of your functions are through the 12.9-inch infotainment display, which is tilted towards the driver. So is this entirety of the central console with its AC vents. And again, the unique part here is that you get the drive selector as toggle buttons right here on the central console. Now, we do not know how easy they are to use because we haven't driven the car as yet, but we will tell you about that. Now, all of the drive info is through an HUD right there. Gives you all your info on the windshield. Now the steering here is chunky, but it is pretty compact, actually like a sports car. It's very small, but it does come with reach and rake adjust. Now this entirety of the cabin is covered in mocha leather. This again is the top variant of the VF6. Now this is dual tone because it's black and mocha, and all of this also on the seats is vegan leather. Now other than that, this being an electric car does get a lot of storage spaces, especially because this entire area here is empty. So you can even get out of the car from the co-driver's side if you want to. You get two cup holders right there. You get a storage net. It's pretty small, but it's there. You get a glove box which has a very smooth opening. You get your volume control, your hazard buttons, and your window locks. Now importantly, again, all of these windows come with auto up down one touch, also with anti-pinch. You get an armrest with storage, but you do not get any type C ports. Both the ports here are USB type A. Now the feeling of space inside the VF6 is pretty nice for a car of this size. It feels really premium against the competition. It might feel slightly strange to a lot of users because there is no display or gauges right in front of you, but info is directed through the HUD. But the feeling of space is quite nice, especially because this comes with a full length panoramic moonroof. Now this one does not have a cover, but VinFast will be providing all of its customers with a complimentary cover for this glass roof because India is a very hot country and you cannot afford this dark interior to get very hot in the summers. Now let us head to the back and talk about the space there. Now, space in the rear is pretty decent. It's got good knee room. It's got almost nice leg room. This being an electric car, the floor is mostly flat. Now, again, the dual tone theme continues to the rear. The seats are nice. They have got good cushioning. They've got good support. All three headrests here are adjustable. You've got an armrest as well, and these come with cup holders, which is, I think, a neat addition. Now here you get a single aircon vent, no dual direction aircon vent, and two USB-A ports. Now again, the feeling of space here is pretty nice, and you also get the moonroof filling in the light inside. Now again, features are of course plenty in the car. It gets level 2 ADAS, it gets ventilated front seats, it gets the dual zone climate control, the power driver's seat, and that means that this car does compete at quite a high level of competition. Now this is the boot of the VF6. It has 420 liters something of space. Now there is no space saver here. Space is pretty flat, so you can load up luggage till here. Now the space below houses the puncture repair kit. Again, as I said, no space saver, and we are not sure if VinFast will be selling the car with one. And this is the VF7, the bigger of the two SUVs that VinFast has launched in India. This is priced starting at 20.89 lakhs, and of course this is a bigger, slightly more butcher, sleeker, and again a very unique proposition for India in the segment. So let me take you through what this car is all about. Like the VF6, again you've got the V theme present everywhere. At the nose, of course, you've got the V-shaped DRL coming into the V logo. You've got LED headlamps, you've got the LED DRLs and indicators right there. You've got the air dam, and again you've got a nice shape, again designed in collaboration with Pininfarina. Again, this of course gets level 2 ADAS, so you've got the sensor right there, and of course on the windshield you've got the cameras. Now let's go over to the side. Now over to the sides, the VF7 presents quite a unique shape. It's pretty slap-slided. There are no sharp lines at all. The door panels, everything is pretty neat. You've got the black cladding down there, and the roofline is very straight, very smooth. It is butch, but it again has a bit of an estate taste to it. Of course, you get these large 19-inch aero grade alloy wheels. They look great in that black color, and this of course is one of the many colors offered on the VF7. Now again, if you come to the rear section of the VF7, the roofline is sloping down again with that beautiful rear spoiler and the windshield. Of course, this is again done because of aerodynamics. Slopes down from there, slopes down because it gets a diffuser down there. Now here again you've got the V insignia with the lights, again the VinFast logo, VinFast lettering, while the stop lamps have been integrated into the slim and slightly hidden unit, while the lower part here has a diffuser. Inside of the VF7, again the space is very similar to what you get in the VF6, but the size and some of the layout themes is a bit different. This is slightly more boxier, less curvy, but again you get the vegan leather, again in mocha brown dual tone, again on the dashboard, and overall this is a very premium set of upholstery that you get inside the car. The steering, as the VF6, is again small, tiny, compact, and you also get a camera which is actually facing at the driver, because this is part of the ADAS system that monitors the driver's awareness and attention levels. Now here as well you do not get any IP, everything is on the HUD, and you get a tilted 12.9-inch infotainment display which serves as the hub of the car for everything from climate control to your navigation to settings of the car. Again, you've got the toggle switches for the drive selector. Now unlike the VF6, you get a full thick central console here. You got a wireless charger there, you got 3 cup holders, you've got a storage space here, as well as USB ports, volume knobs, and an armrest with some storage inside, as well as storage down here below the central console. Now in terms of features, this comes with dual zone AC, ventilated seats, powered seats, and again a very cool and massive panoramic glass roof. Now the space in the rear of the VF7 is pretty incredible. Now the seat has been pushed quite a way back, but I have incredible amounts of knee room, a lot of leg room. The squab is a bit high and does feel really good supportive, but the backrest is the neat part here because you can recline it quite a bit and it's very comfortable here. You also of course got an armrest with cup holders, and the space is pretty premium and very comfortable, I must say. Now, in terms of features, you get 2 aircon vents, a Type C charger and 2 Type A chargers, storage here, and of course you've got the UV treated windows, and you got your own light. Now it's got an abandoned boot as well with a power tailgate. This is a 537 liter boot, again with a flat floor. It's got the lining cover, and this of course again has the puncture repair kit and no spare wheel as of now. And this of course is more when you have the rear seats reclined up, but even now you can store quite a bit of luggage pieces right there. The VF7 gets multiple variants. There are 4 on sale, and the base variant gets a smaller battery, but the larger variant gets a 70.8 kilowatt hour battery with a claimed range of more than 500 kilometers. It has, of course, gets all-wheel drive, 2 motors, one at the front, one at the rear, making 348 bhp and 500 newton meters. It can launch from 0 to 100 in just 5.8 seconds, and that means that it is quite a contender in the segment, especially given the fact that it's got loads of space, loads of features, and of course that level of premiumness. And the VF6 meanwhile gets a 59.6 kilowatt hour battery pack that gives it a range of about 460 kilometers on a single charge. It comes with a single motor setup. The more powerful one gets 201 bhp and 310 newton meters, and it takes 0 to 100 in 8.9 seconds. Of course, it is slower than the VF7, but it is at par with its price. Now, what do you think of both of these new SUVs launched by VinFast in India today? And what do you think of their pricing, especially given the fact that this is a new brand? And more importantly, VinFast is offering a plethora of extra services like free service, free charging, and warranty for the battery, the body, a lot of things, details of which are on your screen right now.